Hi there everybody, it's Chef Martin once again bringing the heat on the ThermoWorks barbecue patio with Chef Jack Carlisle of Camp Chef. And today we've got a chicken and I'm excited to do some cooking today. What are we gonna do?
You know what? Chicken is just a great weeknight meal, right?
It is.
It's awesome, and it's surprising how many chickens we go through in the United States. Crazy amounts.
Billions of pounds every year.
Billions of pounds. So why not cook it yourself on the back patio? It's super easy. You can control the flavor. You can have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do the spatchcock method, which is super easy, super fun.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about why we want to do that.
Right. Well, spatchcock is one of my favorite ways to do almost any poultry. So I'm gonna dive in and start cutting it up if that's all right.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, we're gonna cut out the backbone and just lay this bird out flat basically, huh?
Yeah, just lay it out flat.
So why do we do that, Jack?
You know, for me, the biggest reason is I can cook it quicker. We're gonna be able to cook this bird in probably about an hour, okay? So it's super quick, something I can do after work. We all know 165 is the FDA recommended temperature. Now you're gonna wanna pull that chicken off a little bit sooner than that because you're gonna have some carryover heat that's gonna cook it up to that. You know, you guys recommend?
Usually about 157 for the pull temp.
Yeah, so 157. But the other thing you gotta remember is there's the temperature where it's FDA safe, and then you have the temperature where it tastes the best. Now in a chicken breast, 165 is that temperature for both. You know, it's gonna be safe at that temperature and it's gonna taste the best. But on the dark meats, I don't mind mine up around that 175 mark. It's got a lot of connective tissues, a lot of fat in there. So that 175, I find people really like the temperatures on that. So I can get that a lot easier by doing that spatchcock method.
Yeah, so when you spatchcock a bird like this, all this dark meat is exposed to the heat, and a lot of this light meat that usually overcooks is covered by the dark meat. So it's safer there. So you can push these temperatures on this a little bit higher and without overcooking and drying out your breast. So I'm gonna just tuck these wings back under here like he's relaxing in the sun.
Yeah, and so, you know, on those wings too, you do what you want with them. I typically just clip those ends off because they're gonna burn anyway, but a lot of people like to eat those, so leave them on.
Yeah.
It's your chicken.
You do you.
You do you. All right, so recipe for this. Really don't have a recipe today. We're just kind of messing around. That's what's awesome about chicken is it's a blank canvas. You know, I really, you know, it's a great way, especially if you're just diving into the barbecue. It's a great way to just start learning, trying different flavors.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk more about method than we are going to talk about like specific flavorings and stuff like that, right?
Exactly. But what I want to do is I generally, and I don't know about you, Martin, but I like to salt and pepper mine first. So I salt and pepper the bird. That way I can control it. I know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
The most important seasoning is pepper, but the most important flavor is salt.
Yep.
That's going to enhance that chicken. So that way you can control it a lot easier.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and salt and pepper this the way you like.
Perfect.
Hop on in there.
All right, generally when I'm working with a chicken, I do the one-handed glove method because I'm not that bright and I always forget which hand I got dirty and which hand is clean. So this is obviously my contaminated hand. This is what I'm going to touch the chicken with. So, and then I got this hand that I can get into the salt and whatnot. Now you can do two things. It's really cool with the skin on chicken or poultry, as you can get up underneath there and pull that apart and just kind of be careful not to rip it.
So you're just separating the skin from the muscle, basically
making
making it kind of loose in there.
I got a pocket I can just fill full of all sorts of flavors.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the sky's the limit with chicken, what you can do with it. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of salt on my hands and just go ahead and get up underneath there.
And you're just getting a little bit of salt under the skin there.
Just
There's more going to go up on top here, huh?
Yeah. That's just going to help flavor that breast. I mean, you can get wild and crazy and really pull, you know, some of the thigh meat out, get up underneath there. And I don't normally do this with pepper, just the salt.
Okay.
Because I'm really just trying to enhance that chicken flavor.
You want it to taste like chicken.
I want it to taste like chicken. The chicken, I want it to taste like chicken. Yep. We're just trying to layer flavors as well. And I just do a really nice coating of seasoning on there or salt. I like kosher salt. I don't know about you.
I do like kosher salt. I almost never use iodized salt anymore.
Yeah.
Kosher salt's pretty much all I use.
It's just, you get such better results.
Yeah, and it's easy to feel in your hand how it's measuring.
Exactly. And it's really interesting once you start using one type of salt, how your muscle memory is crazy. All right, a little bit of pepper on there. I'm gonna say that's good.
That looks great, yeah.
Okay, so now let's start building our rub.
Okay, what do we want for that?
So we softened some butter.
Yeah.
And so that was a cube of butter. So let's add a little bit of olive oil to that.
Okay.
So it's basically kind of a compound butter. You got to get some zest in that butter.
Okay.
We're going to zest this lemon really quick.
You talked about how this is a blank canvas. You can use any herbs you want on this. You could throw some fresh garlic in there. You can use Asian seasonings. You could use some wasabi powder. I mean, you could throw in anything you wanted into this, some garam masala or some curry powder. It's all going to be delicious.
It's all going to be, sky's the limit. And you know what, quite honestly, salt and pepper is what I do a lot of the time. Because I just want the chicken as my base, and then I'm going to add those awesome flavors to the dish on the side of it.
Like as a sauce or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
All right, so we got everything chopped up. Let's go ahead and add that into our butter and olive oil. Oh man, that smell is awesome already.
It is, and this looks just
fantastic.
fantastic.
So we're gonna take the lemon that we zested. We're just gonna add a little more acidity to this because that acid's really gonna help cut the richness of the chicken in the butter. What do you think, half?
Yeah, half will be fine.
Yeah. All right, let's get this all flavored up here.
All right.
So I'll have you do the butter. Just go ahead and hand me some in my hand here.
There you go.
All right. Oh, it's just gonna fill that cavity.
Some more. That's going up under the skin. That is beautiful. That skin's gonna be so crisp from all this.
Yeah, that's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, that's a good point because that butter's really gonna help crisp up this skin.
Under the thighs too. Nice.
Okay. Now we gotta do the top.
And just go on there.
Yep.
I'm gonna go heavy on this if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous.
This is what cooking's all about, you know? Throw away a recipe and just have some fun. Okay, so we're gonna throw this, we got it all that butter, all that flavor on there. Let's get this thing on the grill. I'm just gonna lay that gently right on the old Camp Chef woodwind. All right, so we got the probe in. Let's straighten those legs out a little bit. Make sure we got even cooking. Wow, now we gotta wait.
Jack, I see 159 there, so we've just passed the 157. Let's check it out.
Perfect. Oh man, look at the color on that. Crispy. Oh, you guys hear that? Oh wow.
I'm just gonna check the thighs here with the thermopen. Oh my gosh, that is so crispy. Yeah, oh, we've got great temperatures in the thighs. 175 up to 190 going through, so that's gonna be amazing. Jack, this is like juicy. I see juice leaking out from underneath it. It is dripping all the way over here. The skin is crispy, like I can hear it. I can hear that it's crispy.
You know, you're gonna cut up your turkey the same way, so this is a good way to practice.
It's true.
But again, what I do is I just go ahead and come to the leg, come underneath, start slicing back, and there you go. Yeah. Boom.
If you spatchcock a chicken or a turkey, those legs will always come off so easy because those joints are so cooked.
Right, yeah. The wing can be a little more difficult. You got to kind of come in.
Pop that out.
Pop that out.
Yeah.
So there's your wing.
It'll just come right off.
And then when you do your breast, I just come down that bone and kind of fill it there.
And I can see the juice in there.
Oh, it's just so juicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got the bone still on that basically there, huh?
Yeah, we can cut that off too. We want to cut that off so we can miss the wishbone just a little bit. Okay. And then what I do when I cut these is I like to go against the grain. So I'll come this way and go against the grain, and that way everybody gets a little piece of that skin. So you can just kind of come right down. Boom, lay that presentation out.
And there's just, again, juice dripping out of this thing. And the smell, like I can smell that crispy chicken skin. I can smell the herbs. Just a little bit of smoke.
And what's crazy is smelling all this through our masks.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and that's just how intense the smells are.
You know, those rotisserie chickens you can pick up at the store are great, and they're super easy, but honestly, this is off the hook.
Yeah, this is better. You can flavor it how you want.
Exactly.
You can cook it so it's still juicy. That's not a guarantee on those at all.
Yep.
And it's just fantastic.
And you know exactly when it went into that too. You know what the spices are. You know that everything is what you wanted it. So
exactly. I'm gonna give this a taste.
Yeah, how'd we do? All right. Make sure I get some skin on there. Fantastic. That salt came through. You got the acidity came through. You got a hint of herbs in there. I think we did it.
If you want a weeknight dinner, if you want some real food for your family, you cannot beat this.
You can't. It's awesome.
It's hearty. It's real. You made it. This is just good food.
Just good food.
Just good food.
You know?
And by monitoring the temperatures, we made sure that it's done just right. You know, we don't have chalk dry breast. We don't have squidgy, rubbery, dark meat. The whole thing is done to perfection. So thank you so much for bringing this to us and showing us how to do this today.
Yeah, you bet. It's my pleasure.
If you haven't ever tried a spatchcock chicken, if you've been a little scared to, now's the time to try it. This is a great instructional on how to do it. Give it a shot. You're gonna nail it. Until next time, happy cooking.